Welcome everybody to your favourite time of the week. It is time for the Latte podcast, and we've got a favourite on the pod today, our Nitty. Now, guys and girls, what we're here to talk about today are what the most important things to tell your conveyancer are before you start the process, okay? Because conveyancing is a bit like dating, and there's certain things you need to tell your conveyancer from the very beginning, okay? So, Nitty, obviously, I'm sure you've been in this situation a number of times where you've got sort of quite into a transaction and then they've kind of told you something out of the blue that's maybe it's just completely thrown things.
Yeah.
So for all buyers and sellers out there, what are some of the key things that you'd like to know before you start the transaction?
So basically, for sellers, it's not as complicated as it is for a buyer. So
Okay.
for sellers, what we need to know is they have to give us the furniture and fixture form, which is like up to date, so that we send it to the buyers, and then we don't want any issues in the future with the buyers that, oh, your clients have said that they're going to leave the fridge, but the fridge isn't there.
Yeah, I remember us talking about fridges not so long ago. Yes, that's an important thing, isn't it? And I mean, it's an easy one you need to be clear on, because when you're selling a home, if you're taking the fridge with you, you need to let the buyer know, because things like that are important.
Exactly. And sometimes we also have issues where, this is also sale perspective. So we have service charges, ground rent, and all of that. So we ask the client, please confirm that you're going to make these payments up to date upon completion. We don't want any arrears.
Right.
So this is kind of like an undertaking we're taking, that yes, we'll complete it, we'll make the payment. So we transfer the funds and everything, and then we get to know that, oh, there was some overpayment. I mean, there was some underpayment and they've now made this payment. Now this becomes a problem because, well, for the better choice of word, we are screwed.
Yeah, exactly. Let's be real. Let's be real.
So we don't know what to do, because we're chasing the clients now. The sellers, the buyer solicitors are chasing us like, where's the money?
The buyers are pissed.
Yeah, everybody's pissed, and they're not able to register their interest. So this becomes a problem. So it's better to just be upfront. If you can't make the payment, then tell your solicitors that, oh, can you just make this payment upon completion from the completion funds? Yeah. Which makes it easier for us as well.
Yeah.
So these are the main things. And then we just want to know if you have any mortgage on the property, any, sometimes very rare situations, there are like a third party charges, like, some, if you just get money from someone, your friend, family or someone, and they want to put a charge on the property. It's very rare, as I said, but it happens. So we'll need their details. We'll need to deal with them. We have to do a DS1 for them. So there is a whole new process of discharge submitting an application to land registry to discharge that.
Okay.
So we need those kind of details. Now this is in terms of sale procedure.
Yeah.
But when you come to purchase, first and foremost is we would like to get to know whether it's a freehold or leasehold property.
Okay.
If it's a leasehold, is it a high-rise building or is it like a normal thing? Because when it comes to high-rise building, there are a lot of conveyancing firms who do not deal with high-rise
What
building.
is high-rise building then? So is that is there a certain level of floors?
Yeah, so anything which is over 11 meter or 5 stories, then it comes as high-rise building.
Right, okay.
So in properties like that, you cannot basically...
someone was going to come into the room, but they've left now, so we're going to carry on.
Yeah.
It's a law firm, we're busy, guys, so yeah.
Yeah. So
the high rise.
Yeah, so the high rise. So if it is above 11 meters, there are some, according to the Building Safety Act 2022, we are supposed to do some checks where we have to see if the property is a qualifying lease. If there are any cladding, any remediation works which has to be done. If there are works which has to be done, who's going to pay for it? Is it the leaseholder? Or is it the government, or is it the management company who are, owning up to it? Because if it is the leaseholder who's responsible, lenders will not lend on properties like that.
Okay.
It's risky.
Yeah.
Because say, for example, you're just slapped with a £5,000 bill.
Yeah.
And then you don't have the money.
Yeah.
And then you go back to lenders. It's going to be an issue.
So for all buyers out there, it's good to know that Waterstone Legal are BSA qualified, so we can help with high-rise purchases.
Yeah.
Just let your conveyancer know that it is a high-rise purchase.
Because I had a few files where a lot of people, they had to change their solicitor because they did not disclose it that it is a high-rise
Wow,
building, and
that's an ag.
exactly, they started with the process, and suddenly we get to know that it's a high-rise, and
Yeah.
because they can't act on it, they were like, oh, now we cannot deal with this matter.
And that's annoying as well, because that
Exactly.
could make a sale fall through if the seller gets peed off.
Yeah.
You know.
So it's better to, let the solicitors know that, this is a high-rise building, and then also inform them about your lending, who your mortgage lenders are, because every conveyancing firm will have their own panel members. You might be in the panel for Nationwide, but you're not on panel for Halifax. So if it is something like that, when we are not on panel, we'll have to basically ask another solicitor to work for the lenders. Sorry.
Okay.
So in that situation, we have to pay extra and all of that. So there's a lot of back work, going on. So it's better to know who the lenders are, because sometimes we would rather just say that, it might be a bit expensive if you come to us because we are not on the panel. Maybe you can go to them directly, if you know what I mean. So this is also something which is important. I think these are the main things which we have to know about and one more thing is if there are gifts. Now, this is when we have the most issues, because sometimes they don't disclose there's gift. Only when we do the verification of funds do we get to know that, there are gifts on the property.
And when we say gift, we're not just talking about a little Christmas present, right? We're talking about cash for the purchase.
100,000, 10,000, 40,000. It can be anything,
yeah.
So anything over £1,000 should be notified to your
How much? Over £1,000?
£1,000.
1,000. That's it. Wow. Okay.
Because we as conveyancer also have obligation towards the lenders. So if we're getting a mortgage, if they're getting a mortgage, we have to, the lender becomes our client as well. So we have to tell the lenders that, this is a gift. Are you aware of it? So that we are covered on all aspects. And then we have to run a check on the gifter as well. So gift is also something which is really important. We should know what the gift is. There's a separate procedure for that. So obviously gifting. Sometimes they buy as a limited company.
Okay.
So we also would like to know if you're buying as an individual, limited company. A lot of time issues happen during stamp duty.
Okay.
So because we as solicitors are not going to obviously help you with the financial or guide you through it. We have to just know the correct figures. If this is your second home, if this is a buy to let, or if it is a main residence. So everything, whatever it is, just get the financial advice and then come to us and then give us your proper stamp duty. Because if we make a mistake, then the problem is also on you, because you have to pay penalty. So it's better to just be honest and upfront about the stamp duty as well.
And I think I hear you. It's like a lot of people think solicitors are accountants and everything else. No, you do a legal job. It's best to get separate financial advice if you need it. One question a listener did send in randomly is, do they need to tell their conveyancer if they have pets, if they're buying a property?
So in leasehold, there are some restrictions on lease. Okay, so you have to check on, it's better to just let us know that, there is a pet, so that we can just inform that if they have any restrictions or not. Like, we don't have to know, but it's just to see. If it's a freehold, we don't care really. But if it's a leasehold, then the landlord, some properties, they don't allow it. So you'll have to apply to the landlord for pets and everything. So
yes, it's best to say.
It's best to just
play it safe. Tell them about your furry friends, and then make sure that they can come along to the property with you, basically.
Exactly.
So thanks, Nitty, for coming on today. So if anyone is buying or selling and would love to work with the lovely Nitty, do get in touch. She will be gracing the British Conveyancing Awards this week, because she's in the running as a finalist. So congratulations on that, girl.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in, guys, and do come along next week where we'll be actually talking about something in immigration, which is very interesting. So see you next week.
See ya.